The golf swing can be a complicated and overwhelming movement at times. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how by focusing on your left shoulder, you can simplify it down and see some incredible results. So in terms of simplifying down the golf swing, focusing on the left shoulder is one of the best ways of understanding the backswing, transition, downswing, and all the way through into impact and the follow through. Now, to start off with, I want to show you how you can analyze your swing in order to see if you're moving your left shoulder correctly. Now, it's very, very simple. All I want you to do is film your swing, and ideally on a tripod, so it's completely stationary from the front on view. And then from there, I want you just to draw a circle round your lead shoulder. Now, let's start with the backswing. Once you've drawn that circle round the lead shoulder, what are we trying to see in the backswing? Well, if you look at all the best players in the world, you will see that as they swing back, that the left shoulder will work sort of down and around. That is the key word right there, down and around, so that by the time they get to the top of the backswing, the left shoulder is lower than where it first started, and as well as that, it's also behind the golf ball. Now, why is this important? Well, let's sort of simplify it down. So from the front on view, why is it important that we move the left shoulder behind the golf ball? This helps us in terms of generating a really awesome pivot whilst having good spine angle. One of the biggest issues I see is golfers, they get into this reverse pivot look. So one of the crucial parts of this is by getting that left shoulder working down and around, you're able to then rotate your pelvis correctly. This gets your body in awesome positions. It allows you to generate great depth at the top of the backswing, swing a little bit more down on plane. It's going to massively help you with your ball striking. From the down the line view, the reason why we want it to work lower than where it started is to help us generate what we class as side bend. So side bend is if I stand tall, I drop my left side down to the ground. This is what allows us from the downline view to generate some really nice shoulder tilt. Now, if you listen to the greats, Tom Watson used to say if he could go back, he would work on turning his shoulders perpendicular to his spine throughout the whole swing. And again, this is where this left shoulder is so crucial. By it working down and around, you're going to be able to generate some awesome shoulder tilt. This will mean the arms will naturally want to fall into a great position at the top of the backswing. Now, what do I see a lot of people do wrong? Well, the first one is if I draw that circle back on, you will see people lose posture. So that left shoulder, it might turn, but it will get higher, the same height or higher than when it started. This is loss of posture, and it is a form of early extension. Quite often you'll see golfers, their butt will then come off the line as they do this. Arms can go pretty much anywhere as a reaction. The other one I see is golfers collapse towards the target, and you can see the left shoulder is still kind of in line with where the circle was at address. Now from there, you're often gonna have to secondary tilt to back out. A lot of bad reactions. So in the backswing, we're looking to see that left shoulder work down and around. It wants to be slightly behind the golf ball, and it wants to be lower than when it started at address. So now let's move on to the transition. What are we looking to see there? Well, once we've done that great backswing position, the first movement we're gonna see is that the left shoulder is gonna work down and forwards. And when I mean forwards towards the target, so sort of laterally this way. Why is this? Well, first of all, this is one of the movements that helps us shift our weight back towards the target. So in the downswing, there is a certain amount of weight shift that happens. Again, if you want to get specific, technically it happens before we finish the backswing, but as we are shifting our weight back towards the target, we will see that left shoulder sort of work down and forwards this way. This helps me compress into the ground. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, I am a huge advocate of keeping your hips back in transition and into the early part of the downswing. Why? Because this creates space for the hands to work into. From there, we can rotate through the shot. So watch this. If I am pushing into my left leg and my left shoulder is working down, where do my hips naturally want to go? They naturally want to keep this depth. So this is where we have sort of that squat motion with that weight shift. The left shoulder is working down and forwards, and we're getting in this compressed position here. So if we look roughly around lead arm parallel here, you can see my weight's back to my lead side, my left shoulder's work down and forwards. Now, if we relate it back to that circle at address, if I set up to the ball right here, draw that circle on, and then I start down and I do this weight shift, you can see the left shoulder is basically back in line with that circle, and from there it's lower because I've compressed my body down into this position. Now I'm in a position to where we can start to talk about impact and the follow through. So what happens as we now approach impact and we work into the follow through? Well, now is where the rotation and explosion really happens. So in this phase, we're looking to see the legs and the body really push out of the ground, the left shoulder clear. As a byproduct, we're going to be able to release that club with a whole load of speed. It's also going to help you generate more rotation, and it's also going to help you bring your low point forward. From here, what are we looking to see? Well, if you imagine sort of a diagonal, so sort of back up to the top of the tree right there, I want you to feel like somebody's pulling a string that's attached to your left shoulder up and out of the shot. And you can see as I do that, that really ramps my chest rotation up, gets my sternum pointing towards the target, gets my hips rotating, and it gets my left side extending. So we can go here, we've done our transition, we're in a great spot. Now we're gonna feel like the left shoulder works up and out of the shot like so. That gets us into that awesome position right there. If I was to do a little rehearsal swing, go here, up and out of the shot, and through, and you can see as I do that, it gets me into that awesome follow through position. Now also from the down the line view, as we see, as I do this movement and I go from here and I start to pull that left shoulder up and out, you can see how it generates some awesome side bends. So my right side is now dropping down. This gets me into a great impact position, and from there helps me rotate all the way through the shot. So just to simplify it down, backswing is down and around. Transition, it's down and forwards, and then as we work into the impact and follow through, it's up and back. Those are some key words that you can use. Now let's jump into some drills that can help you with this. So I have got 3 fantastic drills for you. The first 2 are going to be all-in-one drills. You're going to be able to work on backswing, transition, downswing, impact, follow through with all of them, and they're going to get progressively harder. And then the third drill is going to really emphasize that left shoulder clearing through impact. In my opinion, it's one of the most crucial thoughts out there. Victor Hovland actually came out saying that was his swing thought for this whole last season. Obviously, he had a phenomenal season with the FedEx Cup and Ryder Cup. So let's start with the first drill. Now, this is one of my favorite drills because you can do it anywhere. I got this from David Ledbetter. So great drill right here. What you're gonna do is set up in your golf posture without a golf club. Place your hands on the sides of your legs. Now, as we are turning in both our backswing and downswing and into the follow through, we're gonna be sliding our hands up and down the edges of our legs. Now, here's the key thing is they must stay on the side of your legs. Don't bring your hands on the front, don't move them to the back, keep them on the side of your legs. So in the backswing, we are going to rotate and we're gonna slide the left hand down to the edge of the left knee and the right hand up to the right hip. Now, if you're a golfer where your left shoulder wants to work up and across this way and you tend to lose posture, you will find it's very difficult for your left hand to slide down your knee, slide down your leg. So what you need to really focus on is as you're turning, you slide that left hand down so it touches the edge of your left knee. You will feel a lot of activation right here in the left side of your body. You'll really feel like it's sort of side bending down. But this, from the downline view, as you can see, creates a hell of a lot of shoulder tilt right there, which is phenomenal for having good arm structure. Now, once you've done that, then from there, you're gonna have a shift. And as you shift, you're not really gonna change your hand position. You're gonna keep it the same. And you can see as I do that, my left shoulder then works down and forwards. Once I've then done that, I'm then gonna reverse it. Left hand comes all the way up, right hand goes all the way down. So it is left hand down, right hand up, shift without changing, and then left hand up, right hand down. And you can see as I do that, that creates that beautiful sort of movement in terms of shoulder tilt, keeps me in great posture. From there, it's a great drill that you can do at home. Once you've then done that, then we're gonna progress to the second drill. Now, for the second drill, what I want you to do is grab a golf club and an alignment stick. Now, when you start this drill, obviously you're gonna set up, I have a 8-iron here, you're gonna set up just 8-iron distance away. Then from there, you're gonna see how far are your toes from the golf ball. However far that is, you're gonna place your golf club then that far outside of the golf ball. So let's say it's roughly ballpark around there. Now, you're gonna take this alignment stick, and the reason I like to do this with an alignment stick is we have the 2 pointed ends. You're then gonna hold these on your shoulders and make sure they're matching your shoulder joints as close as possible. You can see I've got them in there. Now, as we swing back, as we turn, I'm gonna feel like I can get this alignment stick here pointing at that golf club, As I shift, I want to feel like it sort of slides down the golf club, so this end is still pointing at it. And then as I come through, I'm going to feel like the right side then starts to point down at the shaft. So it goes left side pointing at the shaft, 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 shaft. Then I'm going to shift and slide, keep it pointing down there. You can see left shoulders work down and forwards. Now from there, I'm going to clear that left side, and you can see the right side then replaces it and points at that golf club. So it's helping us with the down and around in the backswing, down and forwards, and then from there up and out in the follow through, impact into follow through. That's going to teach you how to pivot correctly. So now the last stroke is really going to emphasize that follow through, which is crucial for getting that great rotation and adding some speed to your swing. Now, what you're going to do to start with is get rid of your golf club. You're going to use an alignment stick, and this is called a drag through drill. Grip it like a driver, bring it in line with your trail foot. Now, you're going to press into your left leg. That's representing the down and forwards. Now, once you've done that, you're going to drag this alignment stick as close to your body as possible and feel that left shoulder work up and out of the shot. So here, you're then going to go up and out, and don't be afraid to do this at some speed. This is there to help you clear that left side, but also train it at some speed. Now, in terms of alignment sticks, the thicker the alignment stick, the more resistance it's going to offer, which is actually going to help you sort of learn this motion faster. This is quite a flimsy alignment stick, so I would want something just a little bit stiffer than this one. But again, you're trying to drag this as close to your foot as possible, and then through, you'll start to really feel what that left side feels like. Once you've done that a couple times, then come back and grab the club you're using, and we're going to do the same principle here. Club's going to go on the ground near our foot, and then drag it through into a nice high follow through position. Learn what it feels like to do this motion. You can see it really gets me into that great follow through position. I'm clearing that left side awesomely. Once you've then done that a couple times, then you can step on in, again, have that feeling of what it feels like to clear the left side, and then you can hit a golf shot like so. Now, like I said at the start of the lesson, one of the best ways of analyzing your swing is by drawing that circle around the left shoulder. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do that in my swing. I'm going to hit a shot for you here. I'm going to draw that circle around the shoulder, and let's see how it moves. You should see the left shoulder work down and around, so it's lower at the top of the backswing than when it started, down and forwards, and then up and out of the way. So let's see what this looks like right here. So there you have it. That's a really easy way of simplifying down your golf swing. Now, if you need help simplifying down your swing more, I offer online coaching on the Skillist platform. The link is down in the description. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and subscribe, as it really helps out the channel, and I hope to see you back here soon.